Hello YouTube, Crazy Dave back at you. The reason why I'm here is I'm doing a video on red dots that I bought. The first one I got 4 years ago, all of them are made by Vortex. This is a Vortex Spark AR. Great little red dot. The caps fold into themselves so you can keep them out of the way. The red dot, if I can bring it up. Oh, I'm no good at this. There. Perfect little red dot. That's not as bright as see but very bright, deadly accurate, really nice. The caps fold into themselves to keep them out of the way, or you can keep them on the red dot itself. It's plastic coated to help protect it and keep it away from scratches, and it keeps the covers on. I won't tell you the price of these because they change month to month. But it's perfect height to co-witness through your flip-up sights. The red dot is very clear, crystal clear, and extremely accurate. This is for windage, and this is for elevation. And if you look close enough to the caps, you can see it's raised in the middle so that when you take the cap off, that slot there that you'd use a screwdriver for, you put the cap in there, and now you can turn the cap like a tool. You don't even need to take tools with you because it comes with its own. It's a 2 MOA dot. Oh, let me turn it off. And to turn it off, you press, there's 2 buttons. One on the left, one on the right. It's a up and a down. And the up and down is to brighten it or dim it. It has 3,000 hours on the brightest setting and 5,000 on the lowest. It comes with, if I can get it off, it comes with a battery that's encased in here, and it's a AAA. How common is that? Very easy to find. And like I said, it lasts thousands of hours. It turns itself off in 14 hours. So if you use it and you forget about it, it'll turn itself off in 14 hours. Or when you turn it back on, it will remember the brightness and everything about it. Comes with a beautiful mount and keeps everything really slim, nothing to snag on. And the mount is perfect for co-witnessing. Now your elevation cap is protected by this slant and your windage by this slant. So even if something hits it, it won't catch, it'll glance off. It's designed for an AR-15 and will work on a centerfire. Well, 223 is all I've put it on. Great little sight. It's picketed and rail mounted, and there's a guy on YouTube had one of these. He threw it in the air 15 times and made it land about 30 feet. He submerged it in water for 24 hours. He froze it and made it thaw out. And after all that, it held its zero and kept working. No problem. And then the idiot came out and rested it on a rock, walked away 10 yards, turned around and shot it with a 12-gauge shotgun, and it still worked. Huh. Not a lot can do that. A great little red dot, very bright, 2 MOA, which is little, and long lasting. If you put this away in the cupboard and you forget to turn it off, it'll shut itself off in 14 hours. So it won't kill the battery. And it'll last a lot longer than you will be. Even on its brightest setting, 3,000 hours is like 3 days or more. Perfect little red dot. I had this on a 223 and it worked every time. I've never had a worry about accuracy or worry about how rugged it is or whether it'll work or not. It's served me 100% of the time. And I highly recommend it. Great little red dot. The next one I have is a Vortex Crossfire. It's almost the same size as the Spark AR. Difference is it has a bikini cover and it doesn't turn on with the up or down button. You physically have to turn it on. I don't know how well you'll see it. That's a dot there. Huh. And you turn this to turn it off. Now, it'll turn itself off in 12 hours. You don't need to worry about that. Just like the AR Spark, it will last 3,000 hours on the brightest setting, 5,000 hours on the lowest setting. This dial, the first 2 dials are for night vision. It's NV1, NV2, and then it goes 3, 4, 5, 6. But the NV is for night vision. The Spark AR, the first 2 lowest settings is for night vision as well. Great. Again, YouTube, somebody had this. They submerged it for a day, no problem. They dropped it from 30 feet, 6 or 7 times, no problem. They put it on a gun and made it drop like that with the weight of the gun. No problem. They submerged it, froze it, put it in a bucket of dust and sand and pebbles and shook it up and that, no problem. So it's 100% dust-proof, waterproof, shock-proof, fog-proof. Excellent. Not many can do that. Again, the perfect mount for co-witnessing with your sights. Has your your elevation and windage, just like on the Spark. And just like on the Spark, the caps for your elevation and windage have that little slot or raised part that'll go into the slot in the turret for you to adjust it. Great little red dot. I trust this 100%. Oh, I lost one of these caps. I lent it out to somebody and they returned it without one of the caps. I went to the gun store to see if they had any caps, and when they didn't, I told them to order me a cap because I need to replace it. Well, Vortex sent them 3 caps at no charge. I ended up getting 3 extra caps at no charge. So they stand behind their warranty, even though it was my fault. They stand behind their warranty 110%. The next one I bought was a Strike Fire. Okay, and it comes with a cantilever mount. It comes with a cap on the back and the front. Now the buttons to turn it on are on the side. That's up and down for the brightness. You press the up button for 5 seconds to turn it on. That's it there. Now we can see it a little better. Now the dot in this is 4 dots, but you know what? If you hold the bottom button for 5 seconds, it'll turn it from red to green. Okay, I keep it on red because I prefer it. Now the dot. The dot in this is a 4 MOA dot, which is still small. And again, on its brightest, setting, 3,000 hours, on its lowest setting, 5,000 hours, which again is days. Now this one, the battery is here. Just like on the Spark AR, it has a battery column here. You can pull the lid off and bring the battery out. But this has a CR2 battery, not the AAA, but a CR2, which is easy enough to find and lasts a long time. Now this one, a guy on YouTube dropped it 30 feet a dozen times. It still worked. He ran over it with a quad, a four-wheel quad, and it still worked. Submerged it in water for 24 hours, still worked. Shook it in a bucket full of sand and dust and gravel and stuff. It still worked. And the dust never came under the caps. So it kept everything away from the lens. It still worked. So it's 100% shockproof, waterproof, dustproof. And then he drove over it with his car. And this part here is rubber. That broke. And he sent it into Vortex, never told them what he did. And Vortex sent him back a brand new one, free of cost. It is placed because they stand 110% behind their warranty. Excellent company to deal with. It took him 9 days to ship it across the United States from the east to the west coast and for Vortex to ship it back. 9 days. And he had a brand new one with a new mount. And no questions, no nothing. They stand behind their products 110%. Now this one, like the Spark, has a raised part so you can use the lid as a tool to turn your adjuster to adjust windage and elevation. And again, 3,000 to 5,000 hours. Now I don't know any company that where it had obvious use, marks and stuff from obvious neglect, where they would send you back a free one. Really good. I stand behind Vortex 110%. Highly recommended to anybody, whether you're in service or not. If you're a cop and you're using your scope, if you can't get done what needs to be done in 3 days, something's wrong. If you're worried whether the battery's going to die or you're not, take an extra battery. They're not hard to change. and they're certainly not expensive. Now, just like the AR Spark, this comes with a container for you to put a battery in, but it's not the AAA battery. Now this one, the Crossfire, the battery's like a watch battery behind this cap. A 3022 or something like that. But again, it'll outlast you. I mean, 3 on its brightest setting. 3,000 hours? That's a long time. And if you forget to turn them off, they'll turn themselves off after 12 to 14 hours. You don't even have to worry about that. Yeah. And when you turn it on, it remembers its last setting. So it'll go back to the brightness and your level up and down, everything will remain the same. Your zero. What more could you ask for? What more? It does not have shake alive, but you don't need that. You're turning it on. Yeah, I stand behind them 110% because I know they stand behind me 110%. Excellent red dot. Now I am getting a 5-time magnified red dot, I guess you'd say. It's like a dot in the middle with a horseshoe around it and a strip going straight down that's marked off for elevation, and 2 sets of dots that kind of go at an angle to show windage. It's not a red dot, true red dot. It's more what they call a prism. But it's battery operated. The prism goes red in the day. And even if the battery dies, the prism stays there. So you can use it even with a dead battery. You can use it, it stays there crystal clear, easy to read, but black instead of red. I plan to get that in another week or so. I'll show that to you when it comes. But I stand 110% behind Vortex. I even have a Vortex scope, 3 to 9 by 40, because I trust them that much. From now on, anything I buy is going to be Vortex. I highly recommend it for any kind of service you're in, whether it's police or security or even military. You can count on it holding it zero and working 100% right, and them standing behind their product. Well, you two, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed that. Forgive me if I repeated myself, but with my accident I only have that much movement in my hand. I can listen and understand what's being told to me. Even watching TV, I understand what's going on, but for me to explain things, I have to form the words, speak slowly and properly for you to understand it, which I think I'm doing okay. I think you guys can understand what I'm saying. It's just part of the accident of my recovery, I guess. I'll never be 100%, but I'm good enough to bathe, use the washroom, dress myself, cook and clean, take care of the dogs. I can even mow the lawn. So I'm self-sufficient. Thanks for your concerns, everybody. And I'm doing okay. I'm happy, healthy. Yeah. Now, I don't drive anymore because of my accident. So if I want to do any more videos, I have to wait for my son to take me to the gun range. So videos are going to be very few and far between, but they'll come. Just forgive me if they take a while to get to you, but like I said, they will come. I can only go to the range maybe one day every 2 weeks, because my son works a week, then he's off a week. Works a week, then he's off a week. So I gotta wait until he has time off to take me. So, thank you very much for your concerns and your time. I hope you enjoyed this. I certainly enjoyed bringing it to you, and I hope to bring a lot more, so keep an eye on the channel. This is Crazy Dave, signing off again. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And yes, I'm doing okay. Thanks a lot. Bye.